everyone, I'm Fernanda, or you can just call me Chimmy. A couple videos back trying out acrylic markers, I made a pin of my OC Melanie. I thought she turned out so cute, but sadly she ended up breaking. I think it may have to do with the paper I drew her on. It was pretty thick. But regardless, I wanted to make more. I didn't just stop at buttons though, I kept going. And so in this video, you guys get to follow along while I make some more OC related crafts that you guys can try out too. As you'd probably already expect, the first craft I'll go over is buttons. I love buttons, they're so much fun to collect and I love putting them all over my bags. I bought a button maker earlier this year and couldn't wait to use it. I bought mine off of Amazon. There's multiple button sizes you can choose from and I ended up buying the 58mm one, which is about 2.25 inches and costs around $40. You don't have to get this exact machine, I'm sure there are other ones out there that may be even cheaper. This is just one I see pretty commonly used and so I wanted to try it out. I was originally thinking of drawing the button design traditionally again, however, since the only paper I had on me was pretty thick, I chose to choose drawings I had already done digitally and just print them out. I just didn't want to risk having one break again. And if you don't have a printer, I'd suggest going to your local library or school. That's what I did for these. I don't own a printer, but thankfully my school lets us use theirs, and so I decided to take advantage of that. However, once I printed them out, it kind of gave the drawings a slight blue tone. I'm not sure why, but I personally don't mind and decided to use them anyways. I made 5 buttons, one of Damien, Nova, Melanie, Daphne, and Hannah. I had so much fun making these and ended up getting the hang of how to make them pretty quickly. Sadly, you can't see the process of this too well because of the way my phone is placed, but this is the best I could do, I'm sorry. Hopefully you still get a good idea of the process though. The machine also comes with instructions that are pretty easy to follow and understand, and even if you were to mess up, the one I bought came with about 100 buttons, so I definitely had enough extras to keep on trying. But like I said, it's pretty easy to understand. I'd say the hardest part of it is pushing the lever down. I'm pretty weak and so I was struggling a bit, but that's just a personal problem I had. Overall, I'm so happy with the finished results and want to make even more. I'm so obsessed with them and love showing them off. The next craft is Photocards. I love seeing people make photocards of their OCs and have really been wanting to make some of my own. For anyone who doesn't know what a photocard is, it's basically just a card-sized photo of an artist that people love to collect and even decorate sometimes. These are mainly seen in K-pop and are very popular. Because of this, many artists have started doing this with their OCs, which looks so cute. I'm currently making drawings for all of my OCs in this format, but for this video, I'm showing the final results of Nadine's, Sam's, and Jackson's. I really love the drawings I made for this and added some fake stickers on top of them with items I correlate to them. I have a book and heart for Nadine since she's a bookworm and loves romance, a football and paw print for Sam because of his ability and since he's in the football team, and lastly a skateboard and an X for Jackson. He loves skateboarding and the X is just cool. Moving on though, I ordered a couple of decorations for these and simply printed out the pictures in a 3x4 size each. Sadly, the blue tint is more noticeable in these and kind of makes the drawings look desaturated, but like I said, these are just for fun and so it doesn't bother me too much. To save yourself the possibility of facing this problem though, you could even make yours traditionally to ensure you'll get an accurate color. And you won't have to worry about the type of paper you use either. Many photo cards are kept in sleeves and card holders, which I was gonna buy, but a lot of the ones I saw came in packs of like 100, which is way too much for me. And so instead, I bought badge holders, which are commonly used in lanyards and to place name tags in, but they get the job done, and so I don't mind. Plus, they came in a pack of 6, which was perfect for me. They're also pretty durable, which is great since the paper I printed these on is just regular old paper, which is pretty thin and gets easily wrinkled. But also, don't feel like you need the card holder in order to make them photo cards. You could just leave them as they are, that's totally fine. I just chose to do it for extra protection. And either way, as a plus, you'll be able to make them whatever size you want. I actually ended up having to cut down the drawings a bit since they were a bit too big for the holder. It wasn't anything too bad, I think I had just chosen the wrong canvas size to do these drawings in. But after placing each drawing into the card holders, I decorated each one with pearls, gems, and stickers. Each gem and pearl I bought were also stickers by the way. I just really didn't want to deal with glue and so I wanted to make it as easy on myself as I possibly could. Although the really tiny pearls were such a pain in the butt to deal with. They kept getting stuck to my fingers and I was getting really frustrated. I loved the way they looked though and so I just kept going at it. And although the drawings I made have little fake stickers on them, I still decided to add some on top of them too for a nice extra touch. And I'm really glad I did since the finished results look amazing. I can't wait to make some for the rest of my OCs. Hopefully I'll find a better printer by then. And now for the final craft in this video, I'll be using the buttons I made earlier along with the pearls and gem stickers. I'll be making an out of the norm themed eat a bag. I've mentioned wanting to make one of these a while ago and so now that I have all these buttons, I thought it was a perfect chance. For anyone who doesn't know what an Ita bag is, it's essentially any bag like a handbag or backpack which you can decorate with buttons, pins, plushies, and so many more items of any character or show you love. This actually isn't my first time making an Ita bag. My first attempt was done around 2018, which didn't look the best. I had just gotten into anime and stuck anything I found on there. I had anime and Disney themed pins along with other random items. It was a mess. I was young though, and so I can't be too hard on myself. Besides, at the end of the day, Ita bags should be made just for fun and to make the person who made them happy, which I was. Sadly, I ended up removing all of the pins on there though, since I started becoming self-conscious about it. But because of that, I really wanted to give it my all for this bag. I had to redeem myself. I bought lace, keychains, and even more stickers to put on it. The backpack I'm using for this is actually one that I've had since 2018, which I meant to use as a second Ita bag but never got to it. I'm happy to finally get a use out of it though and was really excited to decorate it. The first thing I did was place down some rhinestone star stickers which were stickier than I thought. I was sure that they'd fall off easily and that I'd end up having to use a hot glue gun on them, but I was pleasantly surprised. As of the time of me recording this, which is about 2 days, none of them have fallen off. Next, I surrounded the heart with lace, which I originally wanted to do all in one go but ended up giving up on. It still looks good though, and either way, I stuck some of the pearls and gems on the end of the cut areas anyways. The lace I bought also had a sticky side to it, but unlike the rhinestone stars, it wasn't that strong. After a few hours, they started falling off, and so I had to go over it with hot glue. But anyways, all that was left was placing my buttons inside of the pocket. I'm actually not sure if the backpack I used for this was a good one though, since the inside isn't removable like a lot of the ones I see online. I thought it'd be okay, but greatly underestimated how hard this would be. I originally wanted to record my process sticking each of the buttons onto the backpack, but I struggled so much and kept pricking my fingers, so I just did it off screen. Now I know for next time though. I also ended up adding my Damien keychain onto this since I had an extra which just tied everything together. Originally, I didn't know how I was going to make him hang, but I ended up using a pin from an old button I had and just attached them onto it. And as a nice finishing detail, I bought some star keychains to hook onto the zipper. Can you tell I love stars? I was actually pretty scared to buy these though, since one of the reviews said that theirs came broken, but I risked it and all of mine thankfully came in good condition. I'm just pointing this out in case any of you would like to buy these too. But anyways, here's the final results of my Ita bag. I love it so much and think it turned out amazing. I'm definitely gonna wear it out. I have to make my younger self happy and not be self-conscious anymore. And so those are all the OC crafts I made for this video. I still want to make even more things, and so if any of you guys know of any crafts I can try out, I'd love to hear them. I'll also be linking everything I used down in the description below in case any of you guys would like to use them too. I hope you enjoyed watching me try out these crafts. I'd definitely recommend for you to try them out as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, stay safe, and as always, I hope you have a great day.